Haven't been trying to smash anything around here, have we?
No. We like the guns, eh? Yeah.
The dog handlers have seen the group, hanging around the light poles in the middle of the car park.
Is this the one that they're at? Anyone in particular, or a group of them?
The only one who stood out from the group was somebody in a red jacket.
Who's been damaging the poles, guys? We've got a... No, don't... We've got a dog handler who's been standing up there watching you, and he's pointed out a person in a red jacket. Now, I can see one person with a red jacket. Who else was helping him?
What do you mean by a red jacket?
While it was obvious to everyone else what was meant by a red jacket, the blonde girl seemed determined to argue every point.
I can bring him down here with the dog and he can find out, because you guys ran from there as we pulled up.
Ran?
We're not blind, eh, and we're not stupid either.
We're not stupid or blind.
We're looking pretty
In fact,
sheepish.
she's the only one that's got anything to say.
No, not me, not anyone. There's no damage happened here at all with you guys, even though you're all standing round there and there's a faceplate off it, and you've all had the wires on that one are off. So what's the story? We can bring a fingerprint kit down and find out, because none of you got gloves on, so how about we do that?
As the questioning continues, the police dog team arrives in the car park. Constables Scott Miller and Lee Samphia have been watching from the hill. And Scott knows that these were the people he saw wrecking the lights in the car park.
How much history have you guys got? Huh? So you all want a willful damage on your names because of some wires that you've pulled out that probably some sparky's going to come along and fix for 50 bucks. That between you all you'd probably pay $5 each if you had the nuts to own up and say, yes, we did it, we're feds. Do you understand what I'm saying now? It's a one-time offer.
As the group considers the one-time offer, 3 people burst out of the bushes and start running away as soon as they spot the police.
See, man, we told you, man.
In the darkness, Constable Lee Samphia catches up with one of the escaping youths and discovers something he's never come across before. The guy was carrying a freshly killed chicken.
What have you been stealing? Eh?
Jake has already admitted to catching and killing the chicken, which minutes before had been wandering freely in the gardens.
We come down here, I'm not saying that we didn't.
They're not yours.
Oh, no, they're not ours, no.
They're not yours at all.
While they've been trying to work out what to do with Jake, the other group have decided to pay for the damage to the light so that they can get off with a warning.
That means you sort out the payment thing.
Yeah, I can sort
You
that.
come to the station and see someone.
Can you write something down just so I know a date and a time and
You
whereabouts?
can prove to us that you did that. Following that, if not, we'll all just summon the whole lot of it. Understand?
Meanwhile, police have decided to take the handcuffs off Jake.
It was just a chicken running around, man. It's just a chicken.
Which proves to be a mistake.
No, that is disgusting.
Are you a well man?
Hey. Perfectly fine, man.
Have a seat down here, eh?
Jake can't quite work out why everybody's so upset. He eats chicken every week.
Well, you seem to have killed it for no reason.
It was running around, man.
It's entitled to it's a chicken.
Oh, we eat chickens every day. What do they do?
Not when it may belong to someone else.
What happened to the chickens at KFC? They were running around, man.
What's your surname?
The biggest problem facing Constable Andrew Grills Thomas is to work out what charges to lay.
Offensive behaviour. Okay, and possibly theft. Yep. Okay, and murder of a chicken.
Murder of a chicken.
Cruelty to animals.
When Jake empties his pocket, his situation just gets worse. First of all, he produces a knife, and then he pulls out his dope pipe.
Why is it in your pocket?
That's just drug smoking pipe.
Drug smoking pipe. Things just get better, don't they?
At Hamilton Central Station, Jake still believes that the chicken was born to die.
Are they your chickens?
I don't want my chickens, man, but if I was to go and catch ducks down there, will I get the same thing? They were just chooks.
Jake was found guilty of entering with intent, offensive behaviour, possession of a knife and cruelty to animals. He was sentenced to 180 hours community service as well as 9 months supervision, and he was made to write a letter of apology to the owners of the unfortunate chicken.
Comms on for 110-2 Anglesey.
And Carl Little and Joe Pratt were back on the road on their way to a fight.
Yeah, we're just on our way to a fight outside Anglesey Street and Collingwood Street, just in town. There's 2 male offenders, both wearing beanies, that we're looking for. All the offenders have decamped from the scene, so we're just going to try and look for them. Comms off for 110-7 Collingwood.
As Carl and Joe search the area, another incident car has caught up with the offenders.
Yeah, I can snake
What's the story here, eh?
Oh, this is...
And you guys been fighting, eh?
Not me. I'm all right.
Here, eh? What's up with you, mate?
Sergeant Jim Cassam and Constable Andrew Grills-Thomas have found 3 teenagers and a very drunk guy called Shane.
I was just cruising home, man. I was walking past Foodtown.
Yeah.
And these guys here come looking for me.
While Shane is claiming that he's been set upon, the other 3 are saying that it was Shane who attacked them.
Mate, just walking over here and then I just got hooked in the face, my tongue and my thumb.
Yeah.
And I just fell down and then I don't know. And then I grabbed my bike and took it over to this lady's house here and told her to ring the police and tell her that there was a fight. No, it wasn't me. I was walking in and they were fighting.
Oh, you must know who was fighting.
I had a look and then I looked properly and my mate was on the ground.
Which mate?
That fell over there.
Which one?
Fell over there in the red hat. Down the back.
Oh, yeah? Wouldn't leave your mates in.
Oh, we just went to Burger King to get a burger.
Yeah.
And he was outside and me and my mate started trying to talk to him.
Yeah.
Just friendly.
But even in the middle of a situation like this, the teenagers think they've got something to be proud of.
Is he 22? We smacked out a 22-year-old.
Did you?
The admission that they've smacked up Shane means that the incident will go on their files.
But what we're going to do, we're going to put in a youth aid file for you and you for fighting. Okay? You'd be aware of that sort of thing, eh?
Yeah.
And what happens there? So we're going to put in a youth aid file for you 2 for fighting, okay? And he comes back with us for fighting as well.
Sweet.
So you guys head off right now, eh?
Quest.
Because we don't see you on the streets tonight anymore. Yeah, no, you take him with you.
With you, Ricky?
Right now.
With the 3 on their way home, there was only Shane to deal with.
How much you had to drink tonight, mate?
And he was having a major problem getting to his feet.
What?
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Quite a bit. Okay. Story is, you're under arrest for fighting, okay? In a public place. Hey, you can't go fighting in a public place, mate. And the other guys are going to be dealt with through youth aid as well, so they're not getting off scot-free either. All right? So you have to come back in the van with us. Okay? Okay, mate. Head up here, eh? Start walking up here. You got some rights too, mate, but we'll give you those back at the station, eh? All right?
When you can understand them.
Shane was far too drunk to understand what was going on. And the trip back in the van only made him feel worse.
Mate. Come on, mate. How'd you get... We'll wash that out. Don't worry about that, mate. Come on. Let's go. How'd you go?
Shane finally struggled to his feet and managed to stagger into Hamilton Central. When Shane sobered up, he signed a guilty letter admitting that he'd been fighting, and he was given a total of $280 in fines.
Unusual, eh?
And after the break, teenage car thieves caused problems for Christchurch police.
Get down on your feet, mate. On your knees.
And Alan O'Donnell gets to meet Sean.
Who was he fighting with?
He wasn't fighting. He was down this end. That's why I walked with him, because he was bleeding.
It's a wet night in Hamilton, and Delta Squad member Alan O'Donnell and his dog Zach have just started their shift.
Okay, 4 people decamping after breaking into the informant's car at 15 Direction is towards Comrades Road.
We're going to...
There's another person from the address that is chasing them on foot, Delta.
Jesus, look at people that have broken into a car in Queenwood Ave, which is up the north end of town. And one of the complainants is apparently chasing them on foot. So whether he ruins the track or not will remain to be seen. We'll get to the area and hopefully get a start point where we can attempt to track from.
But Alan doesn't need to worry about searching for the offender's tracks. As he approaches the scene, two guys come stumbling out of the dark.
Hey mate, is this the offender?
What have I done?
Just sit down, mate. Sit down. I'm not going to hurt you. Sit down.
Sit. Excuse me. Sit. I am
just wait there.
I'm on my knee. I'm on my knee because I don't want to sit down because.
Okay, that's fine. Just.
Yeah. Just stay here. But look though. I need to get this stitched up.
Stand by, Socko. Come, Stelter.
I've got health insurance, man.
Just sit. I'll take care of everything.
Come, Stelter.
I just need.
I think I've got the offender's corner of Banquet and Comries. Another unit here, please.
The two teenagers are very drunk. Sean is covered in lacerations, and Sam seems to think that the best way to help is to wrestle with his mate.
Why don't you just let him go? Because he's struggling and fighting with you. It's just silly.
It appears that Sean hasn't just broken a car window, he's actually fallen through it. And the fact that he's feeling no pain can only be down to the alcohol.
Has he been drinking?
Oh, he's had a couple of drinks,
Come, Stelter.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, the chap I'm off with has got some reasonably deep lacerations to his hands, possibly from falling through a window somewhere. You may need to get an ambulance started this way. He's not bleeding a great deal, but also getting blood all through a car for starters.
Do you like that? Does that look pretty fit or no?
No, it looks stupid.
Does it?
The arrival of more officers means that Alan can finally try to work out what's been going on.
Those guys were both running along the road as I've come out of there. These are the complainants.
Oh, you can. Oh, yeah.
So I'll try and find out what's happened if you just want to look after them for now. I'll quickly. What's actually happened? We
had a noise outside.
Yep.
I went outside and the neighbors told me that somebody smashed the window in the car which was parked. That was not my car.
My friend's car's back window smashed.
A big window?
Yeah, the back window smashed.
Oh, okay.
We chased the guys. And
so you followed them?
Yeah.
So you followed them from where your car is too? Yeah. Okay.
And then you appeared and you had the guy.
Yeah. All right. You just want to wait there for a second, and we'll just see if we can get everything sorted out as to what's happening, and we'll grab some details off you.
Although the pair have been followed all the way from the damaged car, Sam's had time to work out a complicated explanation of events.
Who else were you guys with down Checkers?
I've been with, it was me by myself, and then there was two others of my mates.
Yeah.
And where are they from? And then I was with this guy, and he was bleeding. He came up to me at the bus stop, and then I just saw a fight scrapping. Oh, there's a bus stop right there.
Were they having a fight? Who was he fighting with?
He wasn't fighting. He was down this end. That's why I walked with him, because he was bleeding. He was going on about his bleeding and cuts and shit. And then I walked with him, and I just heard yelling back then. And there was an old guy and a young lady, and my mate, and they were going to have a fight. So I ran in and I broke it up. Well, you can ask everyone what happened. I broke it up.
That's one of the best stories I've heard in a long time. That's about all it is though, isn't it? Just a story.
But at least Sam had a story. His bleeding friend Sean hasn't even begun to work out what's going on here.
You're going to need a couple of stitches, isn't it? Yes, it is sweet because you're going to be seen by an ambulance and then we need to talk to you about a broken window on a car. The one at Checkers. The one that you were followed from.
While Constable Kushler Twyford's sorting out the two guys, Alan heads for the damaged car. And by the time he gets there, the owner's returned on foot. And it only takes one look to work out what's happened.
Has it always had this dent in the roof?
No, probably not. I heard some noise like somebody was jumping on the top of the roof.
I'd say that's what's happened. He's run over the top of the car. Just for your info, there's a big dent in the roof of this car. I'd say he's gone to do the big run over the top and somehow slipped on the back windscreen. It's a bit of a hatchback and probably fallen through it back first, which is how he's sustained those cuts to his back, etc.
The evidence pointed to there only being one offender, so police let Sam go, and after Sean had his wounds treated, he was charged with willful damage. He was later dealt with by Police Youth Aid.
Yeah, K1 Waimea Terrace, mate, and we'll head out towards the Halls Hall.
It's the middle of the day in Christchurch, and Constables Nigel Claythorne and Nigel Armstrong are in pursuit of a stolen car.
Be on the lookout for the following vehicle. That will be taken from Lincoln Road in the last 3 or 4 minutes. It's a black WRX Subaru.
By the time they get to the scene, the stolen car has been stripped and dumped.
They've taken off on the car.
Oh, have they?
But you can see they've ripped out the sub, they've ripped out the stereo and all that.
What sort of car did they leave in there?
Well, if it's the same car we saw hooping around there, it was a white car. There was 3 guys in it. One was in the back, but it's unbelievable, broad daylight.
Yeah, it was nicked about an hour ago.
Stripping the car outside Vicky's house in broad daylight was one way for the thieves to draw attention to themselves. But when they reappeared on the scene, it took everybody by surprise.
Yeah, in regards to the person showing interest was... Let's go.
A short chase later, the thieves abandon their car and try to run.
Com 74. Vehicle was done in the bunk and he bleed so 3 offenders.
On the back of... Get down on your feet, mate. On your knees, Get down. Flat out.
While Nigel Claythorne's taking care of Shane, police have caught a second boy in the next street.
Yeah, Roger, mate, that's right. We saw 3 as the vehicle went past, and as we say, we've got 2. It's just the outstanding one, we're not sure of the name. Where's all the stuff out of the car that he's just nicked?
Well,
where have you been?
I was just sitting in the car.
Don't be silly.
A quick search of the car turns up none of the stolen gear from the Subaru.
Where's all the gear that you took out of the other car? So you've already been there to dump it off, have you?
Yeah, but
who's at home?
No one.
A patrol car turns up with the second teenager, and a relieved Subaru owner arrives to reclaim his car.
It's been pulled up along here. The stereo's missing and some stuff's gone out. We know where it is, so we're going around to get it now. Yep. So you just hang with these guys here. Yep. And we'll come back and see you as soon as we've got your gear. The car's fine, okay? It's running sweet.
Out here, mate.
There are now several officers involved in the incident, but the third offender is still on the loose.
Hey, I thought you were keeping out of trouble, boy.
I was.
You was? You silly little man.
Who's number 3?
I'm not sure his name.
A few minutes later, the third teenager was caught and police were sent round to recover the stolen property.
That's right. When they left the car, they went that way, around there, so if they've dumped anything, it'll be in that direction.
Yeah, we've
there.
got an idea where some stuff might be, but that's really
If
good.
you find a kid's bike there, it's his.
Police didn't find the stolen bike, but they did find all the stuff from the Subaru.
What are we doing with this boy? Take him.
2 of the teenagers couldn't be linked to the stolen Subaru and were later released without being charged. The third appeared in youth court.
But I have a priority 1 at 2P event in Inglewood Place.
But as other officers transport the 3 back to Central, a call comes in about another teenager causing trouble outside a row of shops in Addington.
Just calm down. What here? What you know? You're a bit pissed. Calm down. Just calm down. Put your arms at your side. No. I'll let go when you relax, okay? I'll let go. Relax. Who are you? Just relax.
The young guy was pushing a couple of pedestrians around when police arrived.
How old are you, chap? 17. Anything in your pockets? Hands on your head. Hands on your head. Hands on your head. Interlace your fingers. Turn around. Just lean your head up against a glass window.
Paul's very drunk, and he's also been reported to police for menacing a nearby dairy owner. None of the people Paul's been bothering want to see him arrested. They just want him off the street until he's sobered up. Paul spent a few hours in detox at Christchurch Central Police Station before being released.
Go to sleep, relax, take time.